Hey everyone, Tenja here. And with the new month, we got new trader outpost items. So let's take a look at them. So the first item we have is the Reins of the Magenta Cloud Serpant. This mount will set you back 900 traders tenders. The coloring is very unique on this Cloud Serpent, but at the same time, it's a Cloud Serpent, and we have 15 of these in game already. So I'm kinda split on it. It's not really that exciting of a mount, but it is a mount. So I think I'll freeze this, and if nothing comes along better next month, I'll buy it then. Pushing on to the next item, we have an Ensemble. It's the Corrupted Runelord's Regalia. If you buy this, it will set you back 750 traders tenders. To look at it, it looks like it's an older set recolored, with the lack of 3D effects on the gloves and the legs, but I do like the tattoos on the chest piece, and that makes me think it's a newer set. Overall, it's pretty good, and if I collected transmog for my cloth wearers, I would probably snag this one up pretty fast. Next up, we have a battle pet. It is Egbob. He costs 600 traders tenders. He's just a recolor of Egbert, a pet that you can earn during Children's Week every year. I suppose if you're a hardcore battle pet collector, this is one you're not going to pass up. Next up, we have an Ensemble, the Trapper's Munitions. This Ensemble will set you back 500 traders tenders. This is quite the neat little item. It's a back piece, so to take the place of your cloak, but it will give you either a quiver, just in case you like to sport a bow, or an ammo pouch, for people that prefer to use a rifle. Our next item is a mace. It's the Gilded Dakkonid Morningstar. If you buy this, it'll set you back 450 trader tenders. This is just a recolor of the Morningstar of Heroic Will. We've had it blue, purple, red, and now we're getting a yellow version. It's a pretty nice looking little Morningstar, so 450 may not be out of your price range, but I think I'll hold off on this one also. Our next item is a two-handed axe. It is the Crimson Nexus Crescent. The price on this one is only 225 traders tenders. It's a really unique, colorful axe. It is something I would expect to see hanging on a wall before being used in combat. It's kind of a neat looking axe, but it just isn't the style I like, so it's something I probably wouldn't buy right now. We'll wait for it to come around the next time. Maybe it'll be a better option then. The next two items are both tomes. Each one is 225 traders tenders each. The first one is the Tome of the Sindorai Secrets, which seems to have a Blood Elf aesthetic to it. The second one is the Libram of Righteous Light, which seems to have a Dwarven aesthetic to it. They're both offhand, so they'll take place of any of your offhands that you use. They both look pretty neat, but for 225 tenders, I don't think I would buy them quite yet. The next item we have is a fist weapon. It's the Fist of the Polar Fury. The price tag on this is 175 traders tenders. And this one is a recolor of Pride or Greed that dropped off Melganis in the culling of Stratholme. The preview window for this one doesn't give you a real good preview. I don't use fist weapons on this character very often, so it's something I probably wouldn't get at this point in time. The next item we have is a helmet. It's the Red Pith Helmet. If you buy this, it's going to set you back 175 traders tenders. It's a pretty unique helmet. The only thing that comes close to it is the toy, the Safari helmet, that you can use to get 10% more experience for pet battling. But if you're looking for one you can have on your character around the clock, this would be the one to go with. Up next we have some evening gloves. These are the fine white evening gloves. Their price seems pretty reasonable at 100 traders tenders. And they're probably the most unique item we've had put in game since the trading post has been added. This is something I would assume they're going to have multiple colors of, similar to the scarf and cloak, and at 100 traders tenders I may pick a set of these up before the month ends. Up next we have another offhand. This time it's the Forsaken Crescent. Again, this is another 100 traders tenders, so the price really is reasonable on this. And I think it would go really nice for my Warlock. He's got some really nice green flame armor sets, but I'm not sure if it's something I would buy at this point in time. Moving on to the next item, we have a two-handed sword. This time, it's the Honed Bastard Sword. It has a pretty reasonable price of only 100 trader tenders also. It's pretty plain looking, but there's no reason a plain sword every once in a while can't be a nice sword. Again, I'm just not sure if I'm willing to spend 100 trader tenders on it this month. Up next we have a cloak. It's the Drape of Foreboding Mist. The price on this again is 100 trader tenders. That doesn't seem like too bad of a price. This looks like it's a recolor of the Dreadworm Great Cloak, which is from the Dreadworm Battle Plate DK tier set, where it has a little bit of a purple highlight. This one has a little bit of a gray-green highlight. It's not a bad looking cloak. I've always liked the longer ones a little better than the shorter ones. And even though it's 100 tenders, I don't think I'll be buying it this month. And finally, our last item is another offhand. This time it's the Watchman's Flame. The price on this item is only 100 trader tenders, so the price isn't too bad. This is very similar to the Forsaken Crescent, except for it has a yellow flame this time. I could see this looking real good on my priest, my mage, but I mainly look for warrior items on the trading post. So this is another item I'm probably going to pass on. So now that we went through everything, I do have a question. When you get your tenders, do you just waste them, or do you actually try to hang on to them for fear of missing out next month? Do you think, well, this month wasn't that great, maybe next month will be better? Because I find myself in the second boat most of the time. But let me know down in the comments how you feel. If you liked the video, you can give it a thumbs up, you can click on subscribe. Thanks for coming by and watching it. I'm going to send a hi out to my best friend, and you all take care.